Hey buddy, good to see ya! Hey, I just finished designing this new tabletop war game. I think you're gonna love it. Come on, let's check it out.
Archives of Tomorrow, or AOT for short, is a model-agnostic tabletop wargame where opposing commanders battle for control of archives using an alternating action and reaction system. If you've played these types of games before, then this description probably gives a good picture of what to expect from this game. But for clarity and the benefit of those newer to the hobby, I'd like to quickly explain what the terms in this description mean. A tabletop wargame, sometimes also referred to as a miniature wargame, is essentially a battle simulation game played on a flat surface like a tabletop. Each player uses miniature figures to represent soldiers in the battle that they maneuver and control. The term model agnostic means that the rules of the game can be applied without discrimination to miniatures from any manufacturer, or even those you 3D print right at home. This affords you the freedom to collect miniatures comfortably within your hobby budget and enjoy seeing your absolute favorite miniatures come to life on the tabletop. This isn't the case for some of the other games in this genre. Tabletop wargames can have various types of core systems which determine how players conduct battle. These can range from unpredictable random turn orders to carefully planned turns where you activate your entire army before it's your opponent's turn. In AOT, you will experience the perfect balance of action-packed back and forth with your opponent, while also being able to make rewarding tactical decisions in an action-reaction system. Players will alternate selecting one of their units of miniatures to perform an action. If that action involves interacting with an opposing player's unit, then that opposing player gets to decide if they will perform one of the available reactions. This style of gameplay leads to fast-paced interaction between players and ensures you will never be bored at the table. Now that we've gone over what the game is at a high level, let's go over what you'll need in order to play Archives of Tomorrow. Number 1. AOT is a 2 to 4 player game, and players are referred to as commanders in the rules. So grab some friends. Number 2. You will need a flat surface to play on. It can be any size, but it is recommended to use a 60-inch by 44-inch table so you can comfortably place terrain and move your miniatures around. The game is intended for opposing commanders to start their armies at least 24 inches apart. Number 3. Dice is used to determine outcomes on the battlefield and incorporate a bit of dramatic randomness to simulate the chaos of battle. AOT only uses 6-sided dice, which are referred to as D6s in the rules. The more you have, the better. Number 4. Each commander will need a tool to measure distances in inches. A tape measure is preferred by most because of its flexibility, but rulers or pre-measured sticks do the job too. Number 5. Archives are the main method of scoring victory points in the game. They are circular zones 7.5 inches in diameter that should be marked on the battlefield. Anything from simple cardboard to high-end neoprene markers work for this. Ideally, it is flat so that models can be placed on or moved over it without issue. Number 6. Spec cards outline the rules that apply to your chosen army faction and are available for free on the Archives of Tomorrow official website, which will be linked in the description below. Number 7. Although optional, the game is designed to be played with some amount of terrain for armies to interact with. For a fully immersive and tactical experience, 8 to 12 pieces are recommended. Anything works, so grab whatever you've got around the house. Lastly, here are some other things that will enhance your experience, but which are not fully necessary to play the game. Action tokens, which can be flipped to help visualize and keep track of which units have already acted in a round. Remaining health markers, which show how much health a model has remaining after suffering damage. Dice work great for this. Terrain labels, which can serve as reminders during the battle as to which pieces of terrain have been given which terrain rules. And victory point trackers. You'll want a way to keep score of your earned victory points during the battle. Again, dice work great for this. Thank you so much for your time. This is the first video I've ever made and it was quite a learning process. I would love to read any feedback you have in the comments as I work to improve for future videos. Subscribe and turn on notifications if you'd like to be the first to hear about my upcoming tutorial videos that go into more depth of each section of the AOT rulebook. I really hope that this video has sparked your interest in the game and that you'll follow along with the community as it continues to develop and grow. Along with the website, we have a Discord and Patreon that are linked in the description below, which you can join to become immersed in this exciting new game. My goal with Archives of Tomorrow is that it brings some fun and memorable moments to your tabletops, as it already has with me and my friends. Well, that's it for now. See you later, bud.